Hello, my name's Lord Surtur, and today EVE Online dropped a new expansion, Catalyst. So this is all themed around mining and exploration. So today I'm gonna go over the patch notes, the complete patch notes. This might take a while, so grab a snack. And I have not properly read this before, so let's dive in. It's a very interesting update. Let me get the music on. There we go. This will be one take, no editing. Right, so Catalysts. This is the new ship, the Odysseus. But yeah, let's see. Very exciting news. The 2D map is now in the game. So that is something that's very interesting. Basically an adaptation of the third-party tool Dotlan into the game. So that is fantastic. The heat map view when zoomed out for an overview of the universe data, and tube subway style map when zoomed in for a clearer look at the systems and connections. So the way that looks is like this. Like here you've got Podfin, like the nice triangle. I can see all the connections. I'm assuming this is the zoomed out heat map. So very easy to grasp how the systems relate to each other. Honestly, much easier than the previous version. I absolutely love this. Improved data visualization. So down here you have all these filters, similar to the old map, similar to Totland. I believe they did add a new mining filter somewhere. I still have to see which icon that is. I'm sure we'll get used to them. So there's a lot of stuff you can do, like jumps per hour, people in space, NPCs killed per hour, per 24 hours, stuff like that. So you can also adjust like the security status and such, and you can adjust those colors. That's basically what they're saying here. So this map is fantastic. Absolutely wanted that in game. Jump range visualization. So you can toggle the jump range display on and off on both the 3D and 2D map. The 3D map is the old one. It will still be in here. You can still use the old one. The new one is probably gonna be like a beta opt-in version. I mean, that's how they implement most features when they kind of make their way into the game. New filters. This is quite interesting. Under the new mining category, you can choose from ore anomalies, ore distribution, showing where ore belts are located across New Eden. That's a nice one, yeah. Specific ores. Now that one is really handy. Highlighting systems where particular ores can be found. This one is a gold mine. I mean, not literal, but so yeah, here we see the ore distribution one, and this is set for the class 1 ores, which will relate to probably the crystals and such. So then there are mining and UI UX improvements. So the integrated mining surveyor with overlay toggle, that would be this one. Looks quite fancy. I am not personally a miner. Maybe I'll become one. That's maybe if this expansion makes me a miner, they will definitely have succeeded. So the mining survey chipset module, what is that? That's a passive mid-slot module that enhances the mining surveyor with detailed information on the number of units of ore available in nearby asteroids. So you can see how long till it deplete or how much is in there. Provides bonuses to mining critical success chance and mining critical success bonus yield, as well as a reduction in mining residue chance. So that's also a new feature of this expansion. You can crit while mining. I'll have to see that one in action because it feels a bit strange to me, but I'm not a miner. I'll have to test this out. So basic Tech 1, Compact and Tech 2 versions for the mining survey chipset for the module. The existed survey scanner modules have been converted into mining survey chipset modules. Okay, so it's kind of a rename in a way then. It works a little different, it's a rename, but they did convert the modules already there. Or industrial command ships can provide upgraded mining surveyor functionality fleet-wide through any mining foreman burst. So is that a separate one, or is it integrated into some other bonus? Not 100% sure here. So the cargo hold indicator, I'm not sure exactly what they mean. It's probably here in the hard to read information down there. But it's supposed to, oh, it's probably these things. It's supposed to give you an indication of how full your cargo hold is. Which is quite handy. Cargo hold capacity indicator, yeah. While the mining surveyor overlay is active, yeah, that will be this one then. Yeah. A new icon will display the current capacity of your mining hold in the space scene behind your ship to make this information accessible at a glance. We've also gotten faster mining cycles. 4 times faster. That is a lot. Gas cloud harvesters will have twice the speed of the cycles, making mining operations more responsive. So you don't have to wait for like a very long time to cycle, and you can see your hold like fill up with smaller chunks. The yield per cycle, capacitor usage, and mining crystal volatility damage has been adjusted proportionally to maintain the same overall mining yield. So similar to what they did with the Bastion module, the last expansion with Legion, they made the shield and armor repairs essentially cycle faster, but lower amounts. And the end result was that you just have more ticks across time, but the same yield or result across the same period of time. So just more cycles, a little more continuous. Mining crits. Mining laser strip miners and ice harvesters can now experience critical successes, granting bonus yield without reducing the remaining ore in the asteroids. Wait, what? Bonus yield without reducing the remaining ore in the asteroids. Basically, they magic. They make ore out of thin air. I mean, that's what I'm reading. The chance of a critical success starts at 1%, and the bonus yield from critical success starts at 200% of the standard yield of that cycle. With both values to be increased through. Here we go. New skills, modules, and mining foreman bursts. Another excuse to put some skills into the game. Critical success notification will appear on screen with the audio and visible cues to inform players when a crit occurs. So basically a bit of an explosion like here going off, a bit of fireworks, and magic ore is created. Out of nowhere. Okay. New mining critical success skills. 2 new skills have been added to benefit the mining critical success system. Mining precision is a new rank 2 skill that provides a 10% bonus to mining laser and ice harvester critical success chance per level. So success chance. Mining exploitation is a new rank 6. Oh. Skill that provides 5% bonus to mining laser and ice harvester critical success bonus yield per skill level. A rank 6. So I would have to look up how long this is, but this is significant. Getting that to 5 might take a while. So that's basically the critical hit amount. Crit hit chance, crit hit bonus. Changes to mining cycle rounding. The rounding system used for mining yields has been adjusted so that the amount of ore you receive over time while mining will more closely match the estimated values of your modules. Previously, any remainder of less than 1 whole unit of ore that was left over after the ore unit volume was divided into the mining cycle yield volume would be rounded and down and lost. If you can make sense out of that one, awesome. I don't mind enough. Now we have implemented a system of stochastic rounding so that each cycle will have a chance of receiving 1 additional unit of ore so that over time your overall yield will tend towards the yield that would be expected from your modules, attributes, and bonuses. What I gathered from this is that if there was 1 unit of, let's say, Arcanor in there, and your mining systems and attributes will say you will now get 1/2 of that unit. In the past it wouldn't give you a unit, and now it will. That's my takeaway. It's a lot of words to say a simple thing. 1 key compression shortcut. A bindable hotkey can be assigned to compress all ore, ice, and gas in your ship at once. A new hotkey that you can set. Nice. Mining laser efficiency, mining foreman burst change. A new mining laser efficiency charge for the mining foreman burst module has been added. This new charge provides a base bonus of 50% mining critical success chance and minus 15% mining residue chance to fleet mates within range. Okay, more crits, less residue. Skill with bonus skills, with skills, ship bonuses, and mine links. Yeah, yep. All of the mining foreman burst charges provide enhanced mining surveyor functionality to all affected fleet members that are piloting ships with an integrated mining surveyor, allowing them to track them. Yeah, okay. Basically, propagates to the fleet. New introductory message when entering asteroid fields, so you get a little bit more information about how, where, and what you are in or entering. And then the new mining sites. The big new content, or one of it. Phased asteroid fields. Now this, I've read a bit about this in the past. I find a very strange and weird concept. Like it's I don't know. I gotta see how it works in for real on the server. Because this thing is confusing me. Without looking at the rest, the impression that I got is that you need to stabilize it because it's unstable, and then you can get ore, which you can basically magically get the minerals from that you want. Or have a chance at random stuff, which makes mining into gambling. Yet again. Which is something I'm not sure is needed. There's already the mutaplasmid gamble, there's already the hypernet, it's already, like, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Let's get into it. So this is how it could look, one of the ore types. I mean, to be fair, this does look quite cool. It really does. I like these assets. doesn't really look like ore. It looks more like you're mining some kind of old spaceship debris or some station leftovers, or I don't know. So I don't know how long this one is gonna be, but phased fields are high-value mining sites featuring unique mechanics. They spawn randomly in low and null security space. Not in high-sec, not in wormholes. Okay. Must initially be discovered using probe scanning. So more anomalies, more signatures to scan. They contain a valuable new or prismaticite, which can be mined from phased asteroids within the site, and which requires the use of industrial command ships to mine efficiently. So anything from the new Outrider and up, maybe? The new command destroyer? Or does it need to be more robust? Is it going to be porpoise and higher? We'll see. In addition to the incredibly valuable prismaticite, there's also several high-value asteroids of superior grades present, which can be mined at any time as normal. Okay, so even if you cannot get access to that, with I don't know how it's gonna work, we'll see. You still got others. These sites contain a hyperspace fracture, which will slowly move across space, breaching any phased asteroids along its path. So they also face in and out, and you need to move with them. Or because if you're using something like a core chip, you're locked in place. So we'll see how that works. Once breached, phased asteroids are phased out and can be mined for prismaticite at 10% efficiency immediately. Phased out. Okay, so they no longer go away then, or we'll see. After deploying a mobile phase anchor and connecting it to industrial command ships. Okay, so anchor connecting to command ships. The asteroid will phase in and can then be mined at 100% efficiency. Okay, so we need to anchor the asteroid in this phase, this dimension. This persists until it phases out over time or the fracture moves away. Ah, there is a time limit. Mobile phase anchors require 100 energy to phase in the phased asteroids. Rorquals provide 100, Orcas 50, and porpoises 35. So, if you want to mine the phased asteroids, the prismaticite, you're going to have to bring 1 Rorqual, 2 Orcas, or 3 porpoises. With less, it will not work. Okay. So that's only viable to fleets or nullsec. I mean, Rorqual. We'll be brave to use that in lowsec though, Rorqual. Mobile phase anchor blueprints are available for 140 million ISK in the following locations. Okay, so a lot of loyalty stores. That's good. Once the fracture has moved halfway across the site, a beacon is spawned revealing the site. So everybody in system can spot it. Okay. Once revealed, the site's location is visible to everybody in the solar system, and it becomes visible on the star map as well. Prismaticite is resource rich, but it's also the first. There will be more. In a new type of ore called erratic. That doesn't sound too good. When prismaticite is reprocessed, each reprocessing batch will randomly become one of the 8 possible mineral types. Randomly. Ah, here we go. Capsuleers can control the mineral output of prismaticite by running unrefined mineral reactions. These reactions require compressed prismaticite and atmospheric gases. Also, another use for atmospheric gases. Wasn't that the fuel for the Metanox moonrails, or am I wrong? It's maybe that's something else again. Compressed, you need compressed for it, so you do need compression there, but since you have command ships present, it shouldn't be a problem. Reactions for unrefined minerals can be purchased from most Upwell Consortium member corporations Okay. Unrefined mineral reactions require stand-up composite reactors, so that's probably gonna be in like refineries, because they have, I believe, kind of a bonus to that, or they can fit it for. Yeah, this is years into the past from memory for me, because I had structures like that up at some point, but it's probably very long ago. Unrefined minerals can be reprocessed into their respective minerals with variable output quantity. Okay. Mining content. There is more. Revamped the Asteroid Belt Remnant site found in all starter systems and career agent systems. It has been replaced by an Empire-managed asteroid belt with enhanced visuals and NPCs. Empire managed, so they will be mining in the sides and they will be present in some shape or form. Number of sites reduced from 3 to 1. New site uses an acceleration gate which only lets the standard Venture and Empire corvettes inside. So no catalyst ganking here, is what I'm reading. Right? In the new bro systems, no catalyst ganking in the mining sites. I would consider that a very big improvement. Because ganking a player that just started out in the game is, I mean, yeah. You don't really do that, in my opinion. But Felspar size in the site increased by 10 to 12 times. I don't know what it was before, so we'll see. Kernite and Umbra anomalies will now spawn rarely in all high-sec security space between 0.5 and 0.8 security rating, as they once did before the resource distribution update. Nice! So that means access to Isogen, and I don't remember what Kernite gives, but it's one of the nice ones. Kernite and Umbra anomalies have had a visual pass, so they look cool. Kernite and Umbra anomalies will have a slightly higher chance to spawn in high security space within 3 jumps of Empire, Militia, Faction Warfare, War HQ systems. So that, I don't know. Escaped me. Kernite and Umbra anomalies have a very small chance to get an escalation to a brand new high-sec exclusive mining escalation. The Shrouded Asteroid Belt. A mining escalation. Huh. Imagine that one. I'm curious. I mean, do I really need to go mining now? They're tempting me. I haven't mined in many years. Hidden Umbra deposits, which need to be probed down with scanner probes, will also appear. Rarely 0.5, 0.8. Site contains some plus 15% platinoid umber and a higher chance to get a mining escalation. Nice. High-sec mining anomalies such as Kernite and Umber sites, rare border sites, ice belts, and new managed asteroid belts will now spawn a beacon into space on the overview when a player first warps to them, like Faction Warfare sites, to give better visibility to newer players and showcase mining activity in high-sec. Okay, so whenever these mining anomalies, somebody warps to them, somebody starts mining in them or flying around in them, the beacon will appear on the overview and in the system. We have not added these beacons to anomalies in low-sec, null-sec or wormhole space for now, since miners in these areas of space might want to hide their activity. Yeah, maybe. You know, like, maybe. Imagine entering in a wormhole and seeing 5 mining beacons. It's like, guys, Saber, over there, over there. So the hidden Umber site found with scanner probes and the high-sec mining escalation do not spawn a beacon. when warped to, as the players may want to keep the location to themselves. So the hidden sites, which is scanner probes, that is a good thing. So you still get some kind of a benefit. There's still a reason to scan, really. Added a system-wide buff effect into Empire, Militia, Faction Warfare, War HQ systems that grants 10% mining speed bonus. So in the Faction Warfare Militia headquarters, you can mine faster. NPC mining ships will now spawn much more frequently in their factions' respective War HQ systems. Okay. Feldspar deposits will now spawn in Empire, Militia, Faction Warfare HQ systems. The War HQ systems are where the shipcasters are located for each Empire Militia and are listed below. Amaris Mihator, Kaldari in Onaman, Calente in Taki, Mimata is Arno. I only knew in Taki though, but yeah, I'm gonna gloss over this probably. They're gonna add a lot of stuff back in, revert a lot of the scarcity changes. Additionally, we are adding a high-sec escalation as a rare jackpot for high-sec miners. They're encouraging Faction Warfare Empire HQ system mining. Okay. Improve the visuals of low-sec asteroid belts so they will look better. Low-sec mining anomalies can no longer spawn multiple copies of the same site in the same solar system. Okay, they will spread out more widely and won't congregate in a single system. Rare border sites that could spawn in 0.5 security systems that border low-sec, null-sec, borders low-sec, and blue AO sites. I don't know what that is. Which could spawn in systems with blue AO suns. I again do not know what that is. Can no longer spawn multiple, so they're more spread out and it won't just stack up in one place. Is what I'm getting here. Adjusted Jaspit and Jaspit deposit to match the naming scheme of similar anomalies. Okay. More spread out. Increased amount of asteroids by 4 times and added 5% and 10% Jaspit variations so that the site should feel more rewarding. Doubled chance of small variations of mining deposits from appearing in low-sec. Removed rogue drone NPCs from low-sec small anomalies so that they are a bit easier to ninja mine with ventures and prospects. Right. Standard asteroid NPCs will still show up. New variations of the small mining deposits as hidden versions that need to be discovered with scanner probes. Higher quality ore, higher chance to get new low-sec mining escalation. High-sec escalation, low-sec escalation. Maybe, is there a null-sec escalation? Maybe not. Just adding the small ones to see how players respond to them in low-sec. There we go, yep. Low-sec anomalies have a small chance to escalate your new exclusive low-sec escalation, the Veiled Asteroid Belt. High-sec is Shrouded, low-sec is Veiled. The Veiled Asteroid Field has a similar amount of minerals found in large crocite, dark ochre, and gneiss anomalies, but they are condensed into far fewer asteroids at higher tiers. So less asteroids, bigger rocks. Fewer asteroids, sorry. Yeah. Mining missions. It never ends. It doesn't stop. All mining missions have had an enhanced visual pass. Nice. I may have done 2 mining missions in 2012, but I don't remember really. All level 1 and 2 mining missions have had their ISK and LP payouts increased by 50%. Oh, maybe, you know, maybe now they're worth something. Because my takeaway from back then, I mean, the only thing I remembered is that they were just not worth it. If you were not a miner and industrialist specifically. Maybe they are now. That would be nice. Quality of life pass on many of the sites too, making sure the mission asteroids are usually within 20 kilometers of the warping point. Ah, nice. So they can always be found with the onboard scanner. The players don't have to move far to mine. Just a little bit easier to go for. Now, I'm an abyssal player for a large part of my time, so this is interesting for me. Because for me, this just is more loot, more metaplasmids, more goodies. For anybody else, it's probably ways to improve your mining yield and other stuff. So new metaplasmids have been added that can mutate mining lasers, strip miners, ice mining lasers, ice harvesters, gas cloud scoops, gas cloud harvesters, mining drones, and ice harvesting drones. You can even mutate the drones. So new mining module metaplasmids can be found in Abyssal Dead Space. Good. While the mining drone metaplasmids are potential rewards from Concord Rogue Analysis Beacon site. Concord Rogue Analysis Beacon sites. Is that crab beacons? Or am I wrong here? Let me know down below. Maybe. I've never done a crab beacon and I've never done a Concord beacon either. Probably they're the same. New ships. This is where my interest starts. Catalyst introduces 4 new mining ships that I can abuse for other stuff, along with the Sisters of Eve expedition command ship, the Odysseus. So first we have the ore mining destroyer, the Pioneer. This is how it will look. So we've got the Venture, we've got the Pioneer, we've got the Arches, the Porpoise, and yeah, so on. So skill bonuses: mining destroyer per skill level, 10% bonus to mining yield, 20% bonus to range, 5% reduction in gas cloud scoop duration, roll bonus 50% mining yield, 25 reduction in gas cloud scoop duration. Can be purchased from Outer Ring Excavations. In Outer Ring, the blueprint originals, not copies, will need to be made by players. Originals are in Outer Ring, which is somewhere in New Eden on the left. Outer Ring. Alpha clones are able to train the new mining destroyer skill to level 2. Okay, I need to do that on my alpha then. Good. I want to stay up to date. Or command destroyer outrider. Command destroyer, so this is with links or link. This does look cool, right? Nice. Great visuals. Yep. I'll go back to the first one, the Pioneer. So I threw this together in like 15, 30 seconds. So this doesn't mean much, but this is just like a general feel. I can still get a high slot here. I'm hardly using CPU. This is the Pioneer, the mining destroyer. Obviously, I'm not a miner. I don't fit it for mining, but I'm already looking to abuse it in other ways. But essentially, 3 turrets, 4 high slots, 1 utility high, 3 mid slots, 2 low slots, 3 rig slots, 400 calibration. So yeah, it looks like a pretty solid ship. You also get 40 cubic meters of drone bay. So really, you get 2 flights of 2 light drones, 4 light drones, or 2 mediums that you can put out, or 4 mining drones, right? I mean, mining drones are. You know how long ago it is? What's the volume of a mining drone? 5. Okay. No. All right. 4 mining drones. Right. Okay, the Outrider. So I've got the Mining Destroyer, same bonuses, like 15, 10, and 6. Nope, the Mining Destroyer levels are actually better. Oh no, they're different. Okay. Never mind, ignore that segment. 15% bonus mining yield, 10% bonus to drone hit points and damage. That is very interesting. It means I can abuse this ship. 6% bonus to all shield resistances, so a bit of a tank bonus there. 5% reduction in micro jump field generator spool uptime, so I guess that means that if you put your ventures, let's say ventures or mining destroyers right next to the ship, and something comes in, you're the only one paying attention, you can spool up, jump out, jump 100 kilometers, take your friends with you, and then hopefully by that time you've poked them and they're awake and you can get the hell out. Or you can do some other stuff with this. Yeah, 2% bonus to shield command and mining foreman burst effect strength and duration. Shield links, okay. Then a whole lot of roll bonuses that I'm not particularly gonna read, like tracted beam range, nice. Tracted beam velocity, very nice. Defender launcher, micro warp drive signature radius penalty. Right. Blueprint copies of the Outrider can be obtained by performing invention jobs on the Pioneer. Really cool ship, right? I don't know why this reminds me of a lobster. Am I weird? Gonna be the lobster from now on. So, the Outrider gets 5 high slots, 3 turret slots, 5 medium slots, 3 low slots, 2 rig slots, 400 calibration as well, a drone bay of 100 cubic meters, and a 25 megabits flight. So, bandwidth. So that means 5 mining drones or 5 light drones or ECM drones or 1 big fat ice harvesting drone. Or is that 50? Again, I'm not a miner, sorry. This expansion is might make me a miner, might make me abuse a lot of ships for what they're not meant to do. Alright, the Or Navy mining frigate, so the Venture consortium issue. So the Venture gets a new version. 5% bonus to mining yield, 5% reduction in gas cloud scope duration, 10% bonus to shield booster amount. Nice. Nice. 100% bonus to mining and gas cloud scoop yield. 2+ bonus to warp core, ship warp core strength. Isn't the Venture just 1, or am I missing it? 50% reduction in industrial sinusoidal field generated liquid ozone consumption. That is a nice one for me. 50% bonus to mining critical hit chance. That is definitely a new one. And 10% bonus to salvage drone salvage chance. Salvage bonus on a Venture. Okay. Salvage drone even, okay. Blueprint copies can be obtained from Upwell Consortium member corporations LP stores for the price of 10 million ISK and 10,000 loyalty points. Includes all these corporations right here. Or offers a 60% discount in their LP store at a price of 4 million ISK and 4,000 loyalty points. That would be, once again, in Outer Ring in Nullsec, though. NPC Nullsec. And this is how the Pioneer Consortium issue looks like. So the Venture Consortium issue has 3 high slots, 2 turret slots, 1 utility high, 4 medium slots. 4. You can definitely do something with that. Only 1 low slot and 3 rig slots with 400 calibration again. Then the Pioneer issue, skill bonuses, Consortium issue. The mining destroyer, 10% mining yield, 20% mining range, 10% shield booster amount, and 5% gas cloud scoop duration reduction. No, yeah. 50% mining yield, mining critical hit chance, gas cloud scoop duration, and again the salvage drone. Seems to be a theme here. Can be obtained in the Upwell LP stores, 30 million ISK, 30,000 loyalty points. This is the destroyer, the faction or destroyer. So here we go. Once again, discount in Outer Ring. It's gonna be a good time in Outer Ring right now. And then we get to the juicy part for me. The Sisters of Eve Expedition Command Ship, the Odysseus. There are so many stats on this thing, and that's even disregarding all the bonuses that it can get, which will be interesting to hear from people what they encounter. Please let me know, I'm always interested, because this ship is gonna be a bloody unique one. Expensive, most likely, very expensive, but unique. There currently is a bug that they cannot be manufactured. There is some kind of an issue with it, but I'm sure that might be resolved by downtime tomorrow even, because CCP is very busy with it, and yeah, it's unintended. We'll see. This will get resolved very, very swiftly, I am sure. So the skill bonuses: Amar Battlecruiser per skill level, 4% bonus to armor resistances. The Galente Battlecruiser skill per skill level, 10% bonus to light, medium, and heavy drone damage. That is a decent bonus, so we'll see that this ship is a very good drone ship. Lots of bandwidth, lots of flights, lots of stuff you can do. Expedition Command ships per skill level, 50% bonus to Data Analyzer and Relic Analyzer optimal range. Okay. Reduction in gas cloud scoop duration, 3% bonus to the strength and duration of exploration command bursts, which is a new module, a new set of commands. 1% bonus to the strength and duration of armor command bursts. Yeah. 1 roll bonuses, all of them. 100% bonus to the duration of expedition command bursts. 50% bonus to the range of command burst modules. So, duration for the expedition, range for the command. 50% bonus to medium energy turret optimal range. So, they want you to put lasers on this thing. 50% reduction in CPU cost of gas cloud scoops. Fit easier. 37.5% bonus to scan probe strength. Amazing. 10 plus bonus to relic and data analyzers. So, yeah. Can fit covert ops cloaking devices. So, covert ops ship right here. Covert ops battlecruiser. I believe that is only the second of its kind in EVE Online, because we've got the Cenotaph, and now we got the Odysseus. So it can fit 2 command burst modules. Cloaking reactivation delay reduced to 15 seconds. Can fit a 0-point mass entangler, which is used to slide through small wormholes. So, does this mean this thing can enter shattered wormholes now? Because that would mean you can use this as a mobile base within like the C-13 shattered wormholes and such. Huff all the gas, run all the data relic sites, maybe even complete the combat anomalies, you know. Like, this ship seems powerful enough. Or, given that it has a ship maintenance bay, you can use this as a mobile base. And also has enormous storage, so yeah, this is an interesting concept, although it might be a little expensive, but we will see what it actually lands on after several months, because this is going to be absolutely insane. So blueprint copies for the Odysseus can be obtained from the Servant Sisters of Eve faction member corporations for the price of 250,000 LP and 250 million ISK. Those are only the copies for this price. This includes the Sanctuary, Food Relief, and the Sisters of Eve corporations. I may have skipped over this line right here, which may be one of the most important lines in here. This ship can receive bonus effects depending on the environment. And I believe I've already seen somebody on the, I believe it was CCP or something on the stream. I've seen it somewhere where they were in the M2 system where those 75 Titans died. Like where so much ISK went lost, and the bonus they gave it there was like salvage speed. I mean, there's probably a lot of those little hidden gems here. If you go to like a significant site, monument or such, and it just gives you that little bit of extra. But this is how it looks in action. Art department, same with the mining destroyers and everything, knocked it out of the park again. This ship and the destroyers, they look absolutely gorgeous. They look amazing. Seriously. But this ship is, as they are showing here, probably a holy grail for some solo wormhole people, I would say. And maybe even Black Ops pilots, because there are already some things that have been figured out. Because this maintenance bay is big enough to fit an interdictor. You can fit an interdictor in its maintenance bay. And also, the ship maintenance bay, this is the only covert ops ship, a ship you can bridge with your fleet, as Black Ops, that has a ship maintenance bay. And that means that within, like, is it 2,500 meters, your whole Black Ops fleet can refit. Which also means restocking drones or whatever, like a whole bunch of things unlock that way. Because with the mobile depot, it is per character. Each character needs to deploy it, and it has a minute anchor timer. This thing just sits there and everybody can do it all. Very powerful functionality there. So, new modules. Added new Expedition Command Burst modules. These modules can be activated to give you and nearby fleet members bonuses to hacking, scanning, and salvaging. I honestly, personally don't know how effective and how used these are going to be. These modules can be loaded with one of 3 charges. Expedition Strength Charge improves scanning strength and virus coherence of all analyzer modules. Okay. Yeah. Expedition Pinpointing Charge improves scanning, scan deviation, and cycle time of salvager modules. I want to see how people abuse this, because I don't really have a scenario in mind now. If you care enough to comment on this, or you have an idea, please let me know down below. I am very much interested in seeing how these expedition charges work, because I don't really see the need Unless you're boosting newbies with low skills, and I don't know, or maybe there are new sites that require higher virus and analyzer strength. I don't know. Could be. Expedition Reach Charge improves the range of analyzer modules, salvaging modules, and then this is one that I honestly have to admit. I'll see how this one works out, but I am not too keen on this being in the game. Directional scanner range. Directional scan so far has been a standard in the game, a static, a staple, something you could rely on, something you knew, something that didn't change, that wasn't affected, and I can see many scenarios to abuse this. We'll see. We'll see. This is I consider this to be a very, very slippery slope. Oh, sorry. Give me a sec. I may have just to reset my stuff here a little bit. I clicked the button on my mouse that apparently says "Go back." Get out of here. Didn't even know I had the button, but it works. All right. Yeah. So the blueprints will be found in Servant Sisters of Eve member corporations for sale. A faction variation of the Expedition Command Burst can be found in the Servant Sisters of Eve. A faction variation of the Command Burst. Is that the first of its kind? Because I don't believe there are any others, or I never found them. An Expedition Command Mindlink. Oh, a Mindlink can be found in Concord LP stores and purchased for 20 million ISK, 20,000 LP. The Sisters Expedition Command Mindlink, which combines the effects of the armor and Expedition Mindlink. Interesting. Servant Sisters of Eve member corporations for 100 million ISK and 100,000 LP. Added a new integrated sensor array, carrier only module. More about that in the carrier section. Also, look at these new models. Carriers are receiving an overhaul. Are we gonna see carriers in space again? Or at least more of them? Stay tuned. Come back next expansion to find out. Yeah, they look more sleek and modern. The Thanatos looks cool here. Nidhogger, yeah. Chimera, I never liked the redesign, but I still don't, but that's a personal opinion. The Archon looks cool, always has in my opinion. Nidhogger is an amazing ship. That was my first carrier in game. Okay. So decreased build costs by approximately 30%. So 30% cheaper to build, and build times by 10%. Cost has been brought down significantly. Reduction represents around 1 billion ISK per hull at the time of writing. That's not bad. This new price point, these ships will be somewhere between a Marauder and a Dreadnought. Yes, indeed. Okay, I have to agree. If you look at it like this, it looks much cooler. Oh, nice, the Armor icon. I like that detail. Yeah, definitely massive improvement. When you see it like this, yes. Graphics department. Good job. Yeah. Okay, carriers can now have an additional support fighter squad active. Increase the support fighter squad limit from 2 to 2 from 1. So more support fighters, which I believe is something like a siren, which is very popular. Huh? Increase the total number of fighter squad tubes to 4 from 3. New support fighter effectiveness bonuses. We got the Archon with +2 bonus per level to Cenobite support fighter neutralization strength. Neutralizing fighters, yes. Chimera, 2% bonus per level to Scarab support fighter ECM strength. Yeah. Thanatos, 2% bonus per level to Siren support fighter afterburner speed bonus. I do believe that Thanatos will be the most used one here. Nidhogger, 2% bonus per level to Dromi support fighter stasis webification strength. Fighter bay capacity has also been increased by 5,000 for the Archon, 5,000 for the Chimera, 5,000 for Thanatos, and 5,000 for the Nidhogger. So these changes aim to strengthen the carrier's long-range E-war niche. Alright. Support fighters themselves are now more powerful when used by a carrier and not a structure, I will assume. And this is how it will look when your fighter squadrons arrive on deck and launch. Every single fighter will be visible separately right here. Like art department, seriously, I just hope with all the improvements that our PCs won't suffer. But then again, that's why potato mode exists. Let's take a look. Looks so good, man. So good. He actually launched as well. Yeah, a carrier will definitely be visually improved. Increase the ship maintenance base to... They doubled the ship maintenance bay on a carrier from 1 million to 2 million. That is massive. Like, part of the expectation of a carrier is the ability to move a large number of ships. I mean, like a carrier carrying things. As such, the SMB of all carriers has been doubled. Brings these ships back in the same ballpark as Bowhead. Right. Decreased max targeting ranges for all the carriers. And added a max target range cap of 750 kilometers. So you cannot target any further, even if you fit more modules or try it. It will still be 750. You can now fit the new integrated sensor array, functionally identical to networked sensor arrays, other than the following. Identical to other than the following. Okay. Function, yeah. Multiplies max target range by 12. Removes max target range gap. Oh, so this negates this. Right. Has a 2-minute duration. Adds minus 30% bonus to repair module duration and capacitor use. So better repairs. Does not disable MJD or MJFG. Macro jump drive, yeah, or macro jump. I don't know what this is. I don't fly carriers a lot, so. MJFG. Macro jump flight generator? I don't know. Somebody will have to tell me. Yeah, no clue. No increase in EWAR capacitor costs. Uses the visual effect for a triage module. Why don't you just bring back triage? The old triage carriers were fantastic. Just a bit of nostalgia here. Yeah, if they bring that one back, the Triage carriers, I'll instantly fly carriers again because those were amazing. I am not a fan of faxes or force auxiliaries. Cannot be fit to super carriers. Oh. Note, you can still receive remote armor repairs, remote repairs when this is active, just like the NSA. Effect of a triage module isn't a triage module. Build costs and blueprint availability are the same as those of networked sensor arrays. Networked sensor arrays can be traded in for integrated sensor arrays at all LP stores. The above changes aim to tackle skynetting carriers. Carriers will no longer be able to engage at their previous extreme ranges without an active integrated sensor array. While this module is active, the carrier will be unable to warp, dock, or tether. Nice. I approve of this change. Another visual. Archon looks fantastic, man. Oh man, the underside of this. Okay, these are my two favorites. I mean, they were before already anyway. That didn't change. Thanatos also looks cool though. Increase Scarab support fighter ECM strengths. Increase Cenobite support fighter energy neutralizer amounts. I'm assuming they were not used enough or at all. The Scarab and Cenobite are the least popular support fighters by a noticeable margin. Exactly, yes. Oh, niet hoger visual. This might make me... I don't know. Should I get a Nidhogger? I love the ship. It is my first carrier in this game, so it's ages ago. I even built my Nidhogger back then in the class 1 normal. Yes, we did that. We were noobs, so, you know, we do stupid stuff. We had it in a large post tower as well. It was fun. We also used it to blow up the post tower when we moved out and then blow up the Nidhogger. But yeah. Yes, of course, it's stuck there. Super carriers. All super carriers can now conduit jump with the same mechanics as a carrier. That is something nice. A use for a super carrier. Can jump with a maximum of 30 other capsuleers. Okay. All sub-capital combat ships are eligible to be jumped. Extra utility and some quality of life, yeah. Force auxiliaries are nerfed. Please tell me they're nerfed. Increased the fuel bay of all force auxiliary ships to 6,000 cubic meters. Okay, balancing. I don't know how big of a section this will be, but yeah. At least this is a blueprint Moloch blueprint copy added to the Blood Red LP store. Nice. Okay, the Moloch copy is now in the LP store. Chemosh added to the LP store. Dagon added to the LP store. Loggerhead blueprint copy ISK and LP cost reduced from 25 billion ISK and 25 million LP to 15 billion ISK and 15 million LP, so cheaper. Oh, sorry. Cenotaph. No. Nurse. Breacher pod damage duration reduced from 50 seconds to 40 seconds. Breacher pod maximum damage reduced from 800 to 600. This is a large reduction to the total amount of damage done per breacher pod. Yes. Especially against larger ships. Yes. With maximum skills, this is a reduction from 75,000 to 45,000 maximum damage per pod. Yeah, okay. Dolos. Gonna go over this a little faster. Similar reduction in damage. Yep. Oh, no. I am wrong here. The duration is reduced, but the maximum damage is increased. So faster damage application, but more. This maintains the total amount of damage done per breacher pod against large ships at 15,000 damage per pod. Cenotaph is still too strong, despite our attempts to add more counterplay to it in the Legion major updates. We're also adjusting the totals a little for consistency, so that the breacher pods now last 60 seconds with max skills, like all of them. Okay. Stratios. Oh, whoa. I need to go back over to the Stratios. Added 50% medium energy turret duration. Nee, damage roll bonus. So more damage on the turrets. Reduced the number of turrets from 4 to 3. Does that still equate as more damage? Even though the Stratios was bonused for medium energy turrets, they were frequently ignored for other weapons or energy neutralizers and felt weak despite the bonus. Yes, absolutely true, correct. We're giving it a large 50% damage roll bonus, but then taking away a turret. This should make the lasers feel better to use with most Stratios fits, since you can fit 3 bonus lasers alongside a cloak and the probe launcher at the same time. Stratios will be a very good ship. Will feel very good from this point. It also reduces the fitting and capacitor costs needed for full gun fits. True. While providing a small boost in damage, as now the 3 turrets will out-damage the old Stratios with 4 turrets fitted. Stratios buff. Nice. The Mamba becomes a bit cheaper to obtain. To build the Mamba. Mickey Ball becomes a bit cheaper to obtain. Venture Blueprint no longer requires Isogen. Porpoise. Medium Industrial Core 1, Shield Booster Cycle Time improved. Shield Booster Amount bonus also improved. So Cycle Time and bonus improved. Straight up buff. Medium Industrial Core 2 improved and improved. So Porpoise overall buff for the Industrial Core. The Orca Industrial Core also a straight up improvement and another straight up improvement. So the Industrial Cores will just get better, giving a small boost to the active tanking capabilities of the Porpoise and the Orca while using the Industrial Core modules. And then we have the Plex transaction logs. They're now available through the wallet, so you can see what you did with your Plex. A pie chart of either income or expenses, transaction tabs, last 2000 entries. Yeah, this can easily be copied in CSV format for easy pasting in your workbook software of choice. Yeah, more interested in this, to be honest. A new epic arc That has been forever, right? When was the last time an epic arc got added? Anyone? I don't know. Fractured Legacy, consisting of 3 mining-focused missions. This epic arc is meant for new and returning missions players. Wait, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just 3? Okay. I'm sorry if maybe the missions are extensive and they're really well worked out. I don't know, okay. It's just an epic arc with 3 missions feels a bit on the short side. The arc showcases catalyst features, including a gorgeous faced field. Okay, it's basically an introduction to the expansion then. The latest epic arc in nearly 16 years. Yeah. I could have told you it was 15 plus because I've never known it and I've been playing for 15 years. So that tracks. It is short, definitely, and experimental compared to its predecessors. Yeah, but epic? I will have to check this one out. It is estimated to be completable in the length of a normal session. Define normal session. Earn novel rewards such as the new ore mining destroyer, the Pioneer. Huh. May have to do one. Other rewards include other new expansion goodies such as modules and BPCs. Yeah, maybe we'll do that one on stream at some point. Why not? Together with the Odysseus and some other testing, maybe for the new ships. I need to throw those into the abyss. I run missions with the Odysseus and add them to the tier list. Yeah, every expansion gives me work. To get started on this ore epic arc, go to the Air Laboratories station in Kisogo 7. Kisogo is where it's at. Air Opportunities, Freelance Jobs Visibility Update. Updated Freelance Job tab in Air Opportunities to only display jobs that the current character is eligible. Such a hard word. To participate in. That's a very, very little change, but nice. Factional Warfare. New NPCs have been added to most Faction Warfare complex sites. NPCs of both the occupying and attacking forces will be present. They will fight based on factional allegiances and can contest sites. Wait, so Faction Warfare will therefore run itself? Or... Hey, who took that system? I don't know. NPCs. Some NPCs may be fitted with warp disruption. Ooh. NPCs can still drop tags, but at a lower rate given their increased presence. Hey, excuse me. Pardon me. These changes borrow strongly from the mechanics found in pirate insurgency sites. Alright. Pirate strongholds. The rewards for destroying a pirate stronghold. Is that a typo? Sometimes referred to as a pirate FOB. Yep, a forward operating base. Have been rebalanced. A 10 pirate fleet will now be optimal for the maximum payout. Up to 1 billion ISK can be earned per stronghold. Not bad. That's 100 million per pilot. Roaming NPCs spawned by the pirate stronghold will no longer attack player structures. Oh, that was so fun. Getting a citadel of force because there was an operating base in the system. Alright, so that was it for the whole bloody tier list for all of the the expansion. So yeah, I will take a look at. I made a fit with the Odysseus in like a minute. I just wanted to see what DPS I could get out of it. Don't copy this one. This is a terrible fit. It is nothing else than a pure concept. So I just fit heavy pulse lasers because those have high damage. I went for the Dread Recessed drone damage amplifiers with double heatsink. So I also have like a full flight of 5 wasps here. So with that, I am getting about 756 DPS of pure drone damage, with about 392 DPS of laser DPS added on top of it. Now, this can still be improved if you fit a third heatsink, but I believe your tank will suffer, depending whether you want a shield or armor tank, what you want to do with it, whether you want to, I don't know, use the turret slots for gas harvesters or mining lasers. This ship is extremely versatile, and yeah, it's kind of like a mobile base on itself. Please also, I don't know if they show it here. I may have to look it up in game. But all the holds and bonuses and essentially the ship maintenance bay that can hold an interdictor. You can bring a interdictor with your covert ops fleet or black ops fleet now. Yes, just drop it right on in here. But that is gonna be it for me today. That was probably a very long video again. A lot of banter, and if you're still around, I will definitely thank your tenacity. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch at Lord Surter, and I may pick up Kick also under Lord Surter again. I will be streaming on YouTube as well, mostly weekends, and yeah, I will go over the Odysseus whenever I get a hold of it. I will go over the other ships when I get a hold of it, but I will probably throw them into the abyss, run missions with them, abuse them for content they are not meant for. So, Surter out, and I will see you next time.